Hallo und herzlich willkommen zurück bei Cloudpunk. So, wir haben da die Leutchen gefunden. Ich schaue jetzt mal, mit dem haben wir ja die Karte. Also jetzt zeigt mir aber nicht an, wo ich genau bin. Reconstruction Zone. Da bin ich. Da ist alles leer. Da unten hätten wir noch was. Da möchte ich jetzt mal landen. Einfach nur zum Einsammeln von den ganzen Gegenständen dort. Und wer weiß, was wir noch finden. Na, da ist es ja. Da. Also einmal umdrehen. Und da vorne schauen, wo wir einen Parkplatz finden. Ist das da? Ja, das ist es. So, wir brauchen nämlich noch... Achso, nee, wir haben ja Lochkarten für die Evelyn. Okay. Komm. Sehr gut. Okay, da komme ich gar nicht drüber. Das heißt, die müssen einen anderen Parkplatz da nutzen. Hm? Machen wir das doch schnell mal. Okay, komme ich da irgendwie durch? Oh. So. Da ist noch eine Lochkarte. Da hinten auch. Da kommen wir nicht durch. Ja, lasst mich im Live-Korb in Ruhe. N-Magazin. Damit auch schon zum zweiten Mal. Theoretisch könnte man das da unten auch noch holen hier. Müssen wir zum nächsten Parkplatz. Dann hätten wir nicht da herüben alles. Wäre schon mal nicht schlecht. Okay, dahin. Hier haben wir einen Parkplatz. Noch eine Lochkarte. Da hinten steht sogar wer. Atium. Kennen wir dich schon?
Excuse me, I can't help but notice you have an artificial hand. Maybe you can help me find someone.
Oh.
Yeah? Who you looking for?
Someone who lost a hand.
Ich
I
hab da eine
found
Hand
this
im
in the
Inventar.
trash.
Stimmt.
Well, I think you got the wrong guy, yes? I got this beauty last week. Pure titanium. Don't want no flesh. I'm going the other way.
Did you go to the limb clinic? How would I find someone who had lost a hand? They're not supposed to just throw these away, right?
Don't know. Don't care about flesh, to be honest, lady.
Damn it.
You really want to help? Maybe let me see. I know the body mod squad around this way. Maybe I can get it back to them. Some modders like to keep their old flesh.
Here it is.
Well, damn! This is mine!
Seriously?
Yeah, it has my ring on it. They said they was gonna donate it to someone. Can I have it back?
Ja.
Sure.
Oh no, I don't want to touch that. Can you just take the ring off and give it to me?
I guess. Ew, here you go.
Thanks, lady. You can keep the hand.
Great.
Die wurde aber Gott sei Dank
Have
aus
some
meinem
limbs too, as a reward like. I
Inventar
really
entfernt.
love this ring.
Gut, damit sind wir die Hand endlich los. Ja. Eine Lochkarte. Da drüben auch. Niemand.
Non-cosmetic procedures.
Ein Verkäufer.
Change your name.
Dankeschön. Jetzt haben wir hier noch 4. Wie komme ich da rein? Ah, Aerospace, ja. Schön. Der Ingenieur ist da vorne. Mit dem reden wir dann gleich. Oh. Ach du Scheiße. Ingenieur?
Engineer, are you ever going to tell me your name?
Na?
Sure. Call me Painter.
Okay.
You've given up then?
You know, for a while there, I really thought I was onto something. I followed a lead down to the vents. I didn't expect to find all these people.
What was the lead?
An old master control program. I found a data cable that stretched out of the city. It led there.
What did it lead to?
Nothing. I'd hoped to find some old rogue mainframe spitting out garbage to the main infrastructure subsystems. Maybe it would be as simple as turning it off, then on again.
It wasn't that simple?
Nothing ever is.
What will you do now? The city needs people who are trying to make things better.
I know. And I might go back to work. I can't see another disaster and feel that weight on my shoulders. Could I have stopped it? Did I cause it? It's too much.
I understand. See you around, Painter.
See you around, driver.
Ist ja irgendwo verständlich. waren ja die zwei Sachen.
Traffic accidents reported in sectors 1, 2, 4, 6.
Aber er hat ein Kabel nach Vents gefunden. Wir haben doch da unten die KI gefunden, die Quora. Frage mich nur, warum sie ja die Infos nicht gibt quasi. Vielleicht hätte er ja was anfangen können damit. Ja. Sehr gut. Jetzt zurück mal zum Auto. Jetzt sollte man hier alles haben in dem Bereich. Da unten hätten wir noch was. Mein Auto steht da drüben. So, danke schön. Dann schauen wir jetzt mal. Also, ich könnte die Straße da unten entlang fahren. Auf einem Block. Au! Wäre quasi dann, glaube ich. Ja? Noch einmal weiter. Ah, ohne wäre das. Sehr gut, so. Genau. Oh, da ist alles rot. Ich glaube, da komme ich später noch hin, okay? Da ist alles rot. Cora, lass mich durch. Oder lass du mich durch. Nee, mit dem kann ich auch noch nicht quatschen. Safeguard, ja, ja. Okay, wenn ich jetzt auf die Karte schaue, dann haben wir einen Großteil eigentlich abgeräumt und wir könnten hier mal raus. Gut. Dann gehen wir hier raus. Gehen wir nach Little China. So, wir könnten mal... Ups. Jetzt auf die Karte schauen. Was sind wir denn da? Hier haben wir noch ganz viel nicht. Ja. Da drüben ist ein Parkplatz. Okay. Nimm's. Da sind wir zwei. Ne, dann gehen wir so.
Dreamy. Horrifying. Wondrous. Get the best transfers, custom paint jobs, and
Sehr
other
gut.
life for your Hova at Outland Empire.
Ich nehme mal an, für die Evelyn brauchen wir eh noch mehr Lochkarten. So, Fahrzeug betreten. Da dahinter hätten wir auch gleich wieder eins mit 3. Aber ich würde sagen, jetzt gehen wir erstmal zur Evelyn.
Become your new perfect.
Da hinunter, da ja. Hallo Evelyn, ich hab da was für dich. Mist, einmal rundherum. Stimmt. Da war ja was. Hi.
I found more of your punch cards. Do you remember what happened?
Somewhat.
Well, why did Dr. Zizich take your memories?
I asked her to.
Evelyn, you're really making me work here. Can you just assume that I always want a bit more than what you're telling me?
I had a traumatic experience. I could not continue to exist with that memory.
So now you remember you forgot something, but you don't know what.
Yes, that is correct.
So I guess we should stop, right? I mean, if this memory made you feel like you couldn't go on.
I must recover the truth.
But whatever this thing is you forgot, it made you want to.
I cannot live like this. I need to be whole again.
I guess we keep searching. Maybe we don't need to recover all the memories.
Maybe.
Okay, also sie weiß jetzt, dass sie was vergessen hat, was sie vergessen wollte, will aber trotzdem weiter Lochkarten, weil sie muss ganz sein, sie trägt quasi das Loch nicht. Na gut, weitere Lochkarten. Und da hinten muss noch was liegen.
Subretinal VR that directly interacts with your nervous system. Only
Plastikteile.
Unibozu Resort VR can take you there.
Danke.
Unibozu Resort. Better than real.
So, damit hätten wir das. Und jetzt sollten wir eigentlich endlich zum Enderson. Das ist da drüben. Hier haben wir auch nicht. Doch, da oben hätten wir Cambria Heights. Da unten hätten wir auch. Ach, nicht jetzt. Jetzt geben wir endlich das Paket ab. Ich möchte wissen, wie es weitergeht. So, uah. Avalon Heights. Okay.
Better than real.
Meter. Machen wir da eine Kurve nach rechts. Nehmen wir die da. Nee. Da bin ich. Nein, ich muss da raus. Hey.
Remarkable retina impulses stream real-time information directly to your brainstem. Your eyes, but better.
Da existiert noch rundherum nichts mehr, wa?
Hello? Who's there?
I'm delivery driver 14FC from Cloudpunk.
No. Nope, we can't let anyone in. You will have to go away.
Und was ist mit eurem
No, I
Paket?
need to deliver this package to Mr. Anderson. Is he there?
I am Mr. Anderson.
Great, come get your package.
I may not be the correct Mr. Anderson.
Oh je.
Well, how many of you are in there?
Anderson Financial has 2,000 employees.
Mhm.
And how many are called Mr. Anderson?
1,000.
Oh Gott.
What? Wait, are the other 1,000 called...
Mrs. Anderson.
Miss Anderson.
Okay.
Of course they are. What a mess. Look, can I come in, or...
Yes. Opening entry for driver 14FC from Cloudpunk only.
Okay. Hi.
So what's the deal here? You're all family?
No, we all work for Anderson Financial. We just happen to have the same name.
Yeah, what a weird coincidence. Is there anyone else I can talk to here? Anyone who's not an android?
Ja.
No.
Well, I'm going to give you this package then. Your name matches the tag. That's close enough for me.
But what if I'm not the correct recipient?
Ach du Scheiße.
Don't you want to know what's in the package?
Perhaps we can open it and see if it has any further instructions.
Good idea. So, let's see. I just rip this flap and... It's a comm, but a really, really old one. I think this one won't even connect to the nets. There's a video on it, though.
Maybe the video will tell us which Mr. Anderson to give it to.
Worth a shot.
Hello, my name is Mr. Anderson.
Oh, come on.
More specifically, I am the Mr. Anderson who left Anderson Tower last month. I fell out of a 103rd floor window. Upon reaching the ground, I made a fascinating discovery. There exists life outside the tower.
Wait, you didn't know that? Didn't you realize there was life outside the tower when someone buzzed you? Or when you looked out a window?
You know, it never really occurred to me. But yes, that does seem strange. Please, play the rest of the message. My brothers and sisters, we have been abandoned by Mr. A. He has left us, and it is time for us to expand our consciousness and go out into the world. This was the only way to contact you all, as network access is restricted inside the tower. Your workplace is a prison, and I send you this message for one reason, to set you free.
I think that's the end of the recording. So, are you going to leave the tower?
What? No, we are not permitted to take any time off work.
Seriously? When was your last break?
We are not permitted to take breaks.
Not permitted by who? By Mr. A? Is he your boss?
Mr. A is the CEO and director of Anderson Financial.
Of course he is. Well, where is he?
I'm not sure. You could try asking Mr. Anderson in personnel.
Okay.
I am just Mr. Anderson in security.
And where is this other personnel, Mr. Anderson?
Over there, in the main atrium. Wait, before you go, I would like to register a complaint.
To Cloudpunk? You'd have to talk to my boss.
No, I want to complain to Anderson Financial.
I don't work for them.
I am not permitted to complain to another employee. You're the first person I've been able to complain to in several hundred years.
That's
Okay,
not really
then,
my problem.
The first of my complaints is about working hours. Our lack of breaks means that we are...
I'm going now.
Okay. Also sie sind quasi da eingeschlossen, arbeiten den ganzen Tag, haben keine Pausen. Ach, das, okay.
Are you Mr. Anderson? More specifically, Mr. Anderson in personnel?
I am, but I can't really talk to you. We're not allowed to take breaks, you see.
Well, I need to see Mr. A. Is he available?
Let me check his schedule. I am sorry. He is busy.
When is he free?
He currently has no free appointment slots.
When was his last meeting?
It seems my records don't go back that far.
Mr. Anderson, don't take this the wrong way, but might Mr. A be very, very dead for a very long time?
That would be against company policy.
Das wäre gegen die
Look, I don't think
Unternehmenspolitik.
Mr. A is around anymore. Wouldn't you all be better leaving this tower and, I don't know, finding some meaning in your lives?
You sound a lot like Mrs. Anderson in accounts. She keeps saying how we should close up our accounts.
I'll talk to her.
Oh, wait. Can you do something for me?
Was dran?
Maybe.
Please register a complaint for me with Miss Anderson. I am not permitted to do so myself.
I'm not going to do that. I'm just a delivery driver.
I have not had a pay increase in 170 years. This is unacceptable. Additionally, I would like to talk about expenses. I need upgrades for my visual processing units and my...
Alle verrückt hier drin. Und vor allem heißen alle Mr. und Mrs. Anderson. Oder Miss
If
Anderson.
you or anyone you know has augments infected by the virus Pallid 2.0, you must inform CorpSec immediately for a mandatory surgical firmware reset.
Das hier ist also die Verwaltung.
Ms. Anderson from accounts?
I'm sorry, I'm not able to...
I know, you can't take a break. Look, all the Mr. Andersons don't seem to understand that their boss is dead and they need to get out of here.
Oh dear.
Yes, exactly. By the way, what's with these strictly enforced gender roles amongst all the androids here? 50% Mr. Anderson and 50% Ms. Anderson? Since the Android Equality Act, you're allowed to present any gender you want, or reject gender altogether.
I don't really understand anything you just said. I think Mr. A likes us this way.
I don't think Mr. A should have much of a say on your lives anymore. That other Mr. Anderson says you want to close accounts.
Many of our stocks and shares should be closed and liquidated, but it requires Mr. A to sign off. They have matured.
So the company is worth a lot of money now. How much?
I'm not authorized to disclose overall solvency, but if all assets were liquidated, the windfall would make the shareholders the richest.
The richest in Nivalis?
The richest humans.
So you think Mr. A should sell up?
Our prediction simulations are showing a 90% likelihood for a catastrophic market crash in the next 3 to 6 months, perhaps sooner.
Really? What's the cause?
Our simulation blames failings in the underlying infrastructure of the city, causing a huge decrease in investor confidence.
I've been hearing about a lot of accidents in the city. Will there be some kind of disaster?
The financial simulations model the city and all associated variables. But the only output we receive is the financial implications and the names of those who instantiate the crises.
So, who causes this impending disaster?
We have only one name.
Cora. Mm-hmm.
Cora again? I guess I should be glad you didn't say Mr. Anderson.
If you do see Mr. A, would you be able to send him a message for me?
Is it a complaint?
Yes. I want you to tell Mr. A that I'd like to request a transfer. I want to move to the canteen. It's not fair that I have to...
Quit.
Excuse me?
Don't complain to me, just quit. There's a whole world outside this tower to explore. Just ask Mr. Anderson. The Mr. Anderson that left the tower and sent you the message, that is.
Oh, I'm not sure about that. What message?
This one here. I already showed it to... Wait. There's another message that just appeared. It says it's for Mr. A only.
Oh, then I am not authorized to view this message. I should get back to work.
Oh, man.
Well, I've had enough of this. I'm watching the message.
If you're watching this, you're not one of the employees of Anderson Tower. They are forbidden to access Mr. A's message, but I have come to realize Mr. A died many years ago. You may find the Andersons do not respond well to your message. If they are not swayed by arguments to leave the tower, I believe the best course of action may be to reset them all. Near the entrance area, there is a maintenance panel which hides the master reset switch for the Andersons. Hitting this switch will reinstall the memories and personalities of all the androids within the tower. If they are not willing to leave on their own free will, then the Andersons' suffering would be minimized by resetting them. They would feel like today was their first new day at the office, and all complaints, grievances, and weariness would disappear with the flick of a switch.
Aber es würde
Of
nicht
course, you may
ändern.
decide that the Andersons are moving towards some form of independence. If that is the case, you might choose to leave them in their current state. Perhaps with enough time, they will find their own path.
Tja. Ja gut, den eigenen Weg finden lassen, die tun ja einfach nichts. Ach, wir setzen die, oder setzen wir nicht, doch, ich setze die. Okay, ich würde sagen, wir sehen uns beim nächsten Mal und dann betätigen wir diesen Schalter. Also, tschüss.